So how easy is it now to promote a domain controller in a Windows Server 2019? It's fairly simple. So let me show you how to do it. All right, here we go. I have a test lab environment under Hyper-V. Okay, this is my virtual machine that I created earlier. It's called DC1. I'm gonna start this up here and connect to it. Let's just make this a little bit bigger. Okay, let me log in. As you can see, this is just a regular member server. It's not a domain controller or anything. It's freshly installed. I'm gonna eject this out here and let's take a look. Okay, first thing first, let's change his name as well. We're gonna change his computer name to just call DC1. Okay. It's gonna ask us to restart. Let's do that. I want to make sure I have the correct name first before we promote this to a domain controller. Now that we have the dashboard in front of us, we got to add some roles. And what we want to do is to make this a domain controller. So we will click on Add Roles and Features. We'll just click Next. We want a role-based, feature-based install. Next. It's going to pick DC1, which is this local virtual machine right here. And what we want to do is add Active Directory Domain Services. Okay, once you check that, it'll add all the tools that are required. Click Add Features, click Next. Let's see, do we need anything else in here? No, let's just click Next. This is gonna add Active Directory Domain Services to the server. Okay, click Next. Let's just check to restart this automatically if required. We're gonna say yes. And click Install. Looks like everything is installed and configured. We have a bunch of new features on here. We're gonna click Close. As you can see here, there's an exclamation right here under the notification area. There's something else we gotta do once this is installed. So you click that, and we want to promote this to a domain controller. Okay. This is not going to be an existing domain. We're starting this from scratch. So we want to add a new, not a new domain to an existing forest, but a new forest. Okay. Root domain name. You can pick whatever you want. I'm going to pick my own domain name. tsup.com. Click Next. Okay, here are our options. It's going to set the force functional level to Windows Server 2016, domain functional level 2016, even though we're installing Windows Server in 2019. I'm not sure why yet. But anyways, we're going to leave this check for DNS, which is needed. And also this will be a global catalog. We're going to create a password. Create DNS delegation. I don't think we need this. We'll click Next. So verify the NetBIOS name assigned to their domain and change it if necessary. TSUP looks good to me. Next. Okay, let's take a look at the location of where it's gonna store the database folder, which is C Windows NTDS. This looks good to me. Let's keep these at default location right here. Click Next. Okay, let's review what we've set up here. So it's going to be a new domain name. It's going to be called tsoc.com. Okay, it's going to be a new for us. The net BIOS name is just THYSOK. All right, everything looks good right here. Pretty simple. We have an option to view the script as well if you want to use PowerShell to create this from the beginning. So we're not going to do that right now. We are going to click next. It's going to validate a few things before it starts the installation. Verifying prerequisites for domain controller operation. Okay, prerequisites checks passed successfully. And I don't think we have to worry about any of these. I think we are good to go. Let's just click install and see what happens. Okay, we just got a message here that says you're about to be signed out. The computer is being restarted because Active Directory domain services was installed or removed. Align computer settings. Let's log in and test this out. So if we did this correctly, we should see administrative tools under our start menu. Perfect. Windows administration tools here. Let's take a look at Active Directory users and computers. As you can see here, we have our first domain right here, tsoc.com, which is my own personal domain. I run a photography website, so this is what I have here. And it's perfect for this lab environment. So if I click on users, I only have one user, administrator. And no computers yet. This is the first domain controller in our environment, and we'll have a few more virtual machines added to this later. So there you go. This server has been promoted as a domain controller in a brand new forest. The domain is called tsoc.com. And as you can see here, we have users and computers. We can create users. We can have many computers join to this domain and it'll be listed under computers. We can create, more OUs and create group policies and many more. So in future videos, I will show you how to do some of those. Until then, take care. Peace out. If you find this video helpful, please like and subscribe. Thanks.